It's another beautiful day on the Nightingale radio station with Smart Madu Ajaja presenting Nurses Arise. It's 6 a.m. Nigerian time, and we'll be taking you on this program for the next 30 minutes. And what we're going to be talking about today is quackery in nursing and its national security implication on Nigeria. As usual, we're going to spice our presentation with revolutionary and inspirational music from Bob Marley and the Wailing Wailers. So get ready to ride with us on this. Together we shall stand. The seas are great, the seas are carried. It's home of humility and service. We especially looking for this vocation. Let me use this opportunity to wish the nursing Nigerian world a beautiful 5-year anniversary. You know, these young revolutionary nurses are making waves and working so hard to give nursing in Nigeria a new definition. Yes, I'm proud to be a nurse. From near and far, we gather with more. In need of application and for needs of scandal. For understanding and for responsiveness and selfless service and humanity and initiative and vulnerability. For gentleness and love, the seas are great, the seas are carried, and it's home of humility and service. We especially looking for this vocation. Yes, I'm proud to be a nurse. That is the beautiful nursing anthem. I mean, that's incredible, and I thank all those who put it together. And here's a glimpse of what you're going to be hearing in terms of our inspirational music today. Guess who put this music together? It's me, your presenter, Smart Madu Ajaja, and my son. I have a son who is very much into music, and in the next few years, not include maybe perhaps some months to come, you hear one big name, Smart Vision Ajaja. That is going to be my son. So we came together and put this music together and dedicated it to Nigerian people who are held in captivity of bad leadership. This is about the freedom of Nigeria. We titled it, We Need Our Freedom Now. It was fashioned around Bob Marley's Kaya. You know, I remember what Bob Marley said in one of his interviews, that everything he did before he did Kaya was not appreciated. So when he made Kaya, that was when the world started looking in his direction. But instead of Kaya, we said we got to have our freedom now. That's Smart Madu Ajaja and his son Vision Ajaja. is an upcoming musical talent. He's multi-talented. He plays drums, he plays guitar, he plays everything. Because music is huge in my family. My father was the biggest trumpeter that had come out from above where I was born. I was big in music, but then my involvement with nursing kind of slowed me down. I think my son is going to bring our music to the world. We love Nigeria with so much passion in my family. All this is taking place on the Nightingale radio station, the voice of Nigerian nurses. We thank God for the young lady who made this possible. Her name is nothing but Mary Ozoroye Awolo. The situation in Nigeria call on all its patriots within Nigeria and around the world to stand up for their country. You need no invitation to stand up for Nigeria. You need not to be paid by anybody because Nigeria is a collective project for all Nigerians. Yes, Nigerians, get up, stand up for your rights. It is important, and it is now. Did I hear get up, stand up for your rights? You want to know a bit about the story of Bob Marley. He was born fatherless, he was born hopeless into a bleak world, but he conquered poverty to give the world its greatest anthem. Get up, stand up. These and more you're going to be hearing later. This is a direct message to Nigerian nurses. He said, you'll be tired of seeing our face. Those who want the end of nursing and nurses will get tired of seeing our ways. We have seen the light and we are standing up for our rights. Let's go. The nurses are the greatest defenders of human rights within the healthcare delivery system. So that is why they want us suppressed. So we can't report what is going wrong with the system. But we have found the light and we are going to go for it. No matter what names they tell us, we are not going to get tired. You know what? The younger generation of Nigerian nurses have a mission and they are looking unstoppable. And they know they have a job to do and they are not playing with it. The storm is just gathering. To see their heart has always been their greatest ambition, but they will not give up, they will not surrender. They will survive in this great world of competition. No matter what they do to them, no matter what they say about them, they will keep on pushing harder and harder. And you know what? They now have a voice. Nurses Arise is a huge voice. The Nigerian Nursing and Midwifery Council must be ready to perform its regulatory job and not just sit down and collect dues and do nothing while their profession is being derailed and destroyed by those who don't want the good of the nursing profession in Nigeria. You know, nurses are some of the smartest people on earth. They are the most diligent people. They are very critical about decisions that they will make. Why not allow them be and be the greatest defenders that they have been positioned to be for the people of Nigeria, especially in the healthcare delivery sector? Why are they fighting nurses? Why are they trying to destroy the nursing profession with the active connivance of those who are supposed to be regulating them? In this whole thing, where is the Nigerian Association of Nurses and Midwives? What are they doing, even as their profession comes under assault? What is their role? Why are they So are they not supposed to be representing the interest of nursing and nurses in Nigeria? So why are they silent? Are they playing politics with the lives of the people of Nigeria? The nurses are like the stones that the builders refuse, that will turn around and become the head cornerstone. I see it coming. No matter what games they play, we have something that they cannot take away, and that's the fire in us. I see the end of this rat race that we've been running for a very long time. 60 years of wasting millions of Nigerian lives due to quackery and medical malpractices that are never reported, investigated, or prosecuted. The end is now. If they think we are joking, they better think again. I'm heavily involved in this one, and we must see an end to it. When nurses are demoralized in a nation, the country is in trouble. All this is taking place at the Nightingale radio station. Tune in every Monday from 6 a.m. to 6:30 a.m. and a repeat broadcast at 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. every Monday. Tune in and get your friends to hook in. A huge shout out to all young Nigerian revolutionaries who want the best of Nigeria at this moment in our nation's history. Shout out to them and all my friends within Nigeria and around the world. You know, I ran a race to the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in 2019 in an election that is judged as the worst in the nation's history. I ran to represent Delta North as their senator, and I enjoyed the immense support of Nigerian nurses. Special thanks to my friend and my campaign coordinator for North America, Engineer Reginald Ude. He's from Enugu State. I am from Delta State. And he's like a brother to me. He did everything, put his life on the line, traveled places within the United States to do fundraising on my behalf. This guy is incredible. I wish we can find more Nigerians like him to drive Nigeria into the 21st. Of course, the ICA people in Houston, the Delta Nurses Association of Houston, they were all very private to supporting the cause of a new Nigeria. Special thanks to Dr. Priscilla Okbuzo and Dr. Paul Okbuzo. They were backbones. And Mrs. Patience Aolo. She was awesome and incredible. We are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. You don't know. You can't educate us. Follow me, one opportunity. Talking about my freedom. Keep up freedom and liberty. Yeah, we've been struggling under my grace. Much too long. Rebel, got to rebel. We've been struggling under my grace. Much together. Rebel, rebel. Babylon sits is on fire. Nurses in Nigeria are taken a great advantage of. They are abused, they are traumatized, they are overworked, and they are underpaid. We want to see an end to this all. 2020 is a year, a benchmark year for change in nursing in Nigeria. We are called to self-humanity, and now we are for caring. We are built on integrity and decency. Because we are patriots, because we love Nigeria. Nurses, stand up for your country. We are the greatest defenders of human rights. Yes, it is a pleasure being around you this morning, Monday, 20 January 2020. What a day, what a rhyming scheme that is. Now, we'll begin this discussion by defining who a nurse is. A professional nurse is one who has undergone at least a 3-year basic nursing education program in an accredited school or college of nursing, or a university which offers a degree in nursing, passed the prescribed nurses qualifying examination, and accordingly registered to practice nursing in Nigeria by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Did we get this definition right? This is who a nurse is. If you do not meet this description, you are, and you are practicing nursing or you are delivering nursing services, you are a quack and not a nurse, and should be subject to criminal prosecution. Unfortunately, in our country, everything goes. Nobody is punished for anything. It is important to play this again so we know who we are as nurses. The public know a true professional nurse is. Integrity and discipline that transcends to every generation. In my bones and on me, we are the sons to everyone. And then forget you all, be a together we shall stand. The seas are great, the seas are carried. Every tone of humility and service. We are special for this occasion. Yes, we're proud to be yours. From near and far, we gather with one goal to uplift the people of the nation. And harmony places splendor in our understanding and for responsiveness and selfless service and innovation and initiative and common for gentleness and love. The seas are great, the seas are caring, and every tone of humility and service. We are special for this occasion. Yes, I'm proud to be yours. I am so much in love with this anthem and I keep playing it. You know, as I was saying, therefore, anybody who does not meet the above description and performs the duties reserved for nurses in any healthcare facility anywhere or in private capacity in Nigeria is a quack nurse, subject to criminal prosecution in accordance with the laws of the land. The trainers and employers of quack nurses represent the single biggest threat to our country's national security and the future of healthcare delivery in Nigeria, because the activities make the people vulnerable to unimaginable injuries and fatalities that leave lasting consequences on the country and its people. Did you hear me, Nigerians? At what point are we going to draw a line? Quack nurses are bombs. Quack nurses are destructive. Those who train and hire them, including nurses who train them, perhaps because their husbands are medical doctors, they are heinous criminals that we must start resisting. Millions of Nigerians have died from medical malpractices, which are never reported, investigated, litigated, unpunished. The chief culprits and perpetrators of these heinous acts are medical doctors who operate private clinics across Nigeria, and who do not want to pay qualified nurses what they are worth in their game of maximizing profits from their illegitimate and illegalities at the expense of poor, ignorant Nigerians who are butchered unchallenged or given treatment they don't need for the sake of the money that they will make. Nigerians, it is time for you to get up and stand up for yourselves. You have exposed yourself for over nearly 60 years to being treated like guinea pigs by people who don't care about you beyond the money that they make from you. They are vampires. So you should now start asking yourself questions and begin to demand for any person who comes to you as a nurse to prove beyond reasonable doubt that he or she is actually a nurse. Nigerians deserve to be free. They deserve to be treated fairly by those who come across them in the hospital environment. We must stop quackery and medical malpractices right now. Our government is not doing enough. Our government have mortgaged the lives and the future of Nigerians through bad medical system that is begging for change today. And the moment to make it happen is now. And nurses must take the lead in advancing the cause for the people of Nigeria. Millions of Nigerians have been medically maimed and killed as a result of nursing, quackery, and medical malpractices, which could have been avoided if professionally trained nurses were on hand to act as the advocates for the people in those dangerous clinical environments, established by medical practitioners who are only out to make money regardless of the consequences of their treatment choices on their patients. The time to stop them is now, and it's going to take a concerted effort of all Nigerians without regards to profession, without regards to race, without regards to tribe, without regard to anything, because it is Nigerian lives that are being wasted at the end of the day. So much trouble in the world. The worst trouble you don't want is trouble associated with threat to your health and the threat to the nation's overall health. Nigeria is a sick country because most of our people are sick, and millions have been murdered as a result of medical malpractices that are never investigated, reported, or punished. The time to start asking questions is now. Nigerians, your lives, your health is in your hands. You must question those that treat you in hospitals, especially in private hospitals that are not regulated. When you see a nurse coming to you at a private clinic, please do yourself, do your loved one a favor by asking the person to identify him or herself as a true nurse. Nurses now have an ID card with which they can be recognized. So that way, you'll be able to know who is a truly trained professional nurse and a quack nurse. Yes, we are heading in a direction. Imagine your brother, sister, mother, father, daughter, son, or a valued friend in a critical condition in a hospital that uses unqualified nurses to run its operations. You see the danger that lies in when you are caught in this type of situation. For instance, you have a father, son, daughter, brother, friend who is in a diabetic coma. And the doctor who hired a quack nurse is not immediately available. And then the quack nurse doesn't know anything about the immediate intervention that he or she is required to make in a situation as deadly as that. And then you'll be told, doctor not there here, he will soon come. And then you see your loved one sliding and dying. You see the dangers? Many of these are happening every day in Nigeria's private clinics and hospitals scattered across Nigeria. It is your right to decide how you'll be treated when you find yourself in a hospital environment. What is the worst thing? To place yourself in the dangerous hands of quack nurses and doctors who use them to maximize profit at your expense. Nigerian doctors avoid hiring qualified nurses for 3 reasons, including the fact that they don't want to pay them for the quality of their work, their voracious hunger for maximizing profits, and lastly, to cover medical malpractices which they commit that professional nurses will not be silent about if and when they happen. Nurses are the biggest patient advocates in the healthcare delivery system in Nigeria and around the world who cannot be silenced. Quack nurses are weapons of mass destruction, worse than the atomic bombs that America dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki to defeat Japan during the Second World War, because the activities in concert with those economics-driven doctors who train and hire them in places of professionally trained nurses to maximize profits have killed millions of Nigerians through undetected, uninvestigated, and unpunished medical malpractices since independence. And so the very time to stop them, their trainers and their illegal activities is now. I wish we had all the time on earth to continue. We would. But you can follow me on Twitter at Madu Ajaja and on YouTube at Madu Ajaja. We are gradually coming towards the end of this program, and it's been such a nice time being around you on the Nightingale Radio with Smart Ajaja presenting the Nurses Arise program. Nurses Arise. Yeah, I'm going to be signing out until we meet you again next Monday, same time, between 6 a.m. and 6:30 a.m. on Monday, and later rebroadcast of the same program at 6 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. And till then, I wish you the very best and have a great week ahead of you. You can't take your hands off or keep